Well, the devil is definitely in the details, and I haven't seen such a dumpster fire of mis-execution of the details in a compact fixed blade in quite some time. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another gear review here at Gideonstactical, where I highlight not only good gear that is definitely worth putting in rotation, but also gear to steer away from. And that, sadly, is absolutely the case with this Tenable Lucio design fixed blade. Now, if you're not familiar with Tenable, neither was I until a couple weeks ago. Apparently, it's like a sub-budget company of Kensep knives, which I have not tested or reviewed here on the channel either. But I just saw this as a new item dropping on Blade HQ. It was 48 bucks and has Sandvik 14C 28N 3.8-inch blade with a beautiful all-belly harpoon, and really looked with a Kydex sheath to be an excellent value. And we've been seeing a lot of super high value blades like, I don't know, the Beluga fixed blade from Petrified Fish, working on that video. We've already tested the Kaiser mini harpoon, phenomenal. I mean, there's some awesome stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, this looks sick and definitely kind of stands out from a lot of the other blades. So I ordered one, and within minutes of pulling it out of the box, I knew that this was a non-starter in many respects. Now, I'll hit the one aspect that is good, and it is the blade. I mean, Sandvik 14C 28N, excellent steel. Zero complaints with that. I love the super high grind on the satin blade. You can get a couple different variants, not only in handle colors and materials, but also in coated or uncoated. I went with the satin, or this could be a tumble finish kind of. But amazing belly, great belly right there on the blade. Beautiful harpoon design, great precise tip, about 1/8 of an inch thick. I mean, it's all slicing, right? I mean, it's just slice all day. So that attribute is really what drew me to that, and the Taco Design Kydex sheath. Now, on their description, one of the first things is like a secure, rigid, good Kydex sheath. Well, it's a Taco Design, Taco Tuesday. When I'm throwing this up, leave a comment below where your favorite taco shop is. I have a local one that's literally just like a hole-in-the-wall taco truck that we go to that I love. If it was a chain, I'd have to say Torchy's. And leave a comment what maybe your favorite Torchy's taco is, if that's where you love to go. But anyway, a Taco Design sheath, drainage hole. This is where and a Blade Tech log knockoff, right? I would be throwing an ulti clip on that if this actually worked. So first and foremost is the lip right here for the push off is cockeyed. And just not very comfortable. It's like not centered properly, looks goofy, and was not properly formed. And if we look at these two other ones, these are perfectly symmetrical. Not the end of the world. You can use a grinder, kind of sand it off, do a heat gun, do different things. Okay, not the end of the world for 50 bucks, but I don't get that with other $50, $60 knives from overseas, so why would I sacrifice or tolerate that on this sheath? Second to that is every time I deploy the blade, I get Kydex on the blade. So it is dulling the blade every single time, and it doesn't really want to sit very well in there. Now, it's not going to come out, but it just feels really weird and kind of like not clicking in like it should in many other designs. And again, heat guns could fix that, but why tolerate that when I know I don't have to from other manufacturers? Now, it's not the end of the world. If that was the only issue, I would be like, okay, it is the ergonomics on this blade. Wow, have I not seen something so atrocious in quite some time. Now, in theory, you would think that this is going to be really comfortable. It's got full real estate on my large size hands, as you guys know, 3 1/4 spanning width. Good dimensions there. I love the blue and gray. That was another thing. I was like, man, that's really cool. I really like that. And, I can really lock in. Gives me good sweep, a little hit of jimping there. Like, let's go. Is what it looked like on the video. Or, excuse me, on the photos. And what's hilarious is in the description, they say, we have chamfered all of the angles on this handle to make it feel comfortable and grippy in the hand. False. False. It is not. It is the sharpest handle I have held, I don't want to say ever, but in years here at the channel. Years, guys. It is flat as, I don't even know. Think of something flat. Flat as all you flat earthers. Right here, okay? I mean, just ridiculous. And then the angles are all sharp. Sharp angles here, sharp angles here. One of the worst is the lanyard hole transitions are almost like piercing. I mean, if I like hit myself with that, I would start crying. And so when you go in to grab the blade every time, your hand scrapes along that pommeled area right there, and it literally, look at that, causes white marks on my hand and scrapes up the skin every time. Now again, you're like, well, you could sand that down a little bit. True, but again, I don't have to do that with any other knife that I've handled in years. So why am I going to tolerate that? The back shelf, all like 90 degreed. Like, yeah, they chamfered this, but you left the 90 degree here. I don't know who gave the thumbs up on the ergonomics. Like, if this had properly chamfered shoulders everywhere and they rounded this off, it'd probably be awesome. But I'm gonna have to completely resculpt these handle scales if I was gonna keep this blade. And I'm not willing to do that. I mean, why? For 50 bucks? I mean, I can just spend 60 or find another $50 one that won't have any of these issues. So there are hot spots galore all over it because of that reason. It doesn't feel good back here when I grip it with my pinky and then start pushing, because again, the shoulder transitions are all razor sharp. If they had been rounded better and then contoured into the spine, I would have had a lot better success with this blade. So sheath problems, mixed with atrocious sharp angles on the handle, basically make it a total non-starter and doesn't set a good precedent for me towards these tenable designs. And they have quite a few. They have like a 4.5 inch blade, which you rarely see these days. So I mean, I'm going to try out a few others in the coming months here, but not a good kickoff to this model. And I tried to see if was the G10 version I got and maybe some other versions are better. I can't tell from the photos, but for me, guys, I'm just going to say, don't do it. Don't do it. And if you were looking and asking me, what are some other options that are kind of on the larger end? Well, again, I'm going to go back to, it's more expensive. It's 80 bucks, but maybe a little bit more sometimes. But the Beluga, also made in China. Is this the Beluga? I want to make sure I got that right. If I'm not getting that right, I apologize. I swear that's what it is. The ergonomics on this are a blessing. They're a blessing. They're so freaking good. I have an Essie knife that does not have as good an ergonomics as this that I'll be running in soon. Beautiful, beautiful. N690, I think they do have some K110 versions. Beautiful Kydex, works perfectly. Far and away, I mean, I'll pay double. Yeah, it might be, or 30 bucks more. I might pay 30 bucks more for it, but worth every single freaking penny. One right around that same price that no one talks about that I am working on a video is, oh yeah, the Coben. The Coben. Oh, dude, like 45 bucks, bro. And this is ready for pocket carry. I mean, it's large, but oh my gosh, is this fast, quick in the hand. You got the AUS 8. Fun factoid, the first troops, Spec Ops guys, to drop after 9/11 in Afghanistan, this is the fixed blade that they decided to carry wild, from my understanding. So you can do a little research on that. And I do have the Lynn Thompson version, and these are going for like almost nothing now. I have number 9 S35VN, beautiful blade. I'm going to try and be doing the video on this real soon. These are freaking awesome. Score them while you can. I think they're like, I saw some places have them for like less than 100 bucks, which is wild. And these, again, 45, so right around that same price point, far and away surpassing that. And then, of course, as always, the Kaiser Mini Harpoon in 3V steel. Obviously, a lot more compact, but none of the issues that are on that tenable. So, there you go, guys. Just a quick Taco Tuesday knife review, giving you the lowdown and telling you to be very careful and make sure that you're purchasing it from somewhere you can return it if necessary, if you're picking up one of those blades. For now, we're going to find out with some of the other models, and maybe they'll fix that. Maybe I had the worst fluke ever, but I hope the execution on some of their other models might be better, and now I'm scratching my head about Kensept, or however you say it. I'm going to have to get my hands on a few of those to see how those perform. That's me. That's my mileage. Appreciate you guys. Check out the other videos. Subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, always remember to stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.